The city and county of Honolulu has been hard at work this week preparing for the storm. Joining us now with more is Ian Shearing, Honolulu's Deputy Communications Director. Aloha and good morning, Ian. Thanks for stopping by with us.
Hey, good morning, Sam. Good to see you.
I know you got a chance firsthand to see what some of the Department of Facilities Maintenance was working on this week. What did you see?
You know, DFM went straight from cleanup operations in Wailua and Haleiwa to storm prep operations all across the island. We had crews still stay up on the North Shore, and part of the debris removal operation they were doing for the last 2 or 3 weeks involved stream cleaning. There was a lot of debris from that storm that remained in those streams, and of course, with the prospect of heavy rains, we need to get those cleared up so that we prevented any future flooding in those neighborhoods. But stream cleaning and debris clearing operations went on in all parts of the island. We were out in Waianae and Maili just a couple of days ago with giant machinery doing stream mouth clearing in Maili and then at Pokai Bay. So crews all across the island with the Department of Facility Maintenance doing everything they can to help clean up from the storms a couple of weeks ago and make sure that the current system that we're experiencing now was as minimized as we could possibly be.
Yeah, such a big part of keeping the floods from being catastrophic is that stream cleaning. We're getting a dry spell right now, which is great. We haven't had the heavy impacts yet, but we're looking at the 9 o'clock hour. We could get some heavy rain in the forecast. What's the city's message to people as we might get some dry spots in this storm?
Yeah, it's definitely still to stay alert and stay vigilant. You know, you may look outside right now and say, hey, you know, my patio is dry, the road is dry outside, but as we've been saying over and over again, it seems for these past couple of weeks, the ground is so saturated that all it's really going to take is a short, you know, even an hour of heavy rains could create a significant flooding type situation. So the National Weather Service still forecasting the potential for some heavy rains, possible thunderstorms as we go into the day here on Friday. And so we just want to encourage everyone to be aware of your surroundings, especially if you live in a flood-prone area, and stay vigilant until this system is past us.
Yeah, if there's any doubt, we saw what happened in Manoa a couple weeks ago. It happened so quickly. What do people need to know about shelters on Oahu?
Well, there's 6 of them that are still open right now. If you find yourself in a situation where you need to seek shelter, if you're worried about flooding or if you live in a flood-prone area, you can seek shelter at any one of those 6 locations. They're open now at Wahiawa District Park, at Manoa Valley District Park, at Waianae District Park, at Kaneohe District Park, and then also at Nanakuli High School and Kahuku Elementary School. Now, these shelters, you've probably heard us talk about in the past, are largely bring your own stuff shelters. There'll be food and water there, but as many of your own supplies as you're able to bring, we encourage you to do that. These shelters are pet friendly. So if you have dogs and cats and other animals, they do either need to be on a leash or in a pet carrier. But we're going to keep those shelters open as long as there's a need for them, as long as that severe weather system looks like it could potentially be a threat. And those shelters are there for anybody who needs to seek refuge from the storm.
Like we talked about, this system can hit at any time, at any place. It can have widespread impacts. What does the city do as far as staging emergency crews during something like this?
You know, we certainly learned from a couple of weeks ago that the more eyes you can have around, the better, right? And so overnight tonight, we have had first responders, police crews, and firefighting crews, along with members of the National Guard here in Hawaii, staged at some of those problematic areas. We had crews who were at the Wahiawa Reservoir just to make sure they had eyes on, and they were reporting back into the Honolulu Emergency Operations Center once an hour or so, just confirming that the levels are here, the levels are here, the levels are here, and that extra set of eyes really helps keep everyone's mind at ease. And so in problem areas, we had crews similar to that were staging, that were monitoring stream levels or reservoir levels. We pre-positioned some of our high water vehicles in the event that a rescue was going to be necessary. We don't want to be moving vehicles from, you know, say Ewa Beach up to the North Shore when there's flooding already happening. And so we had vehicles that were staged in strategic places to make sure we would be able to respond to any sort of situation as quickly as we could. Plus, those extra set of eyes all across the island has really made a difference for us here as we try to stay in a prepared mode, even though we haven't really seen dramatic flooding from this system quite yet.
Ian, you said overnight. I know you were working overnight, so appreciate you joining us this morning. Hopefully you get some rest soon. Appreciate you stopping by with us.
Hey, thanks, Sam. Hey, everybody stay safe. Have a great Friday.
Much aloha to you. All right, folks, KH12.